I don't know the words, but I love this interlude. Whew, okay, you guys, welcome to another monthly favorites. I'm extremely happy that July is over because it was just too damn hot. I'm sorry. I live in the South. I don't know how the weather is where you live, but I'm melting. I'm melting. And I just need pumpkin spice season to be here. I want to wear Uggs and moccasins and sweaters and vampy lips without people looking at me like I'm crazy. And it's just been way too hot. I haven't wanted to leave the house very often. So this monthly favorites is going to feature things that I use to help myself stay cool and a couple of makeup and skincare and body care items. Whew, so let's get into them before we all melt. So I really haven't been wearing a lot of makeup, and I also traveled a lot this month, basically half the month. While you're watching this right now, I'm actually back in New York. So when I travel, I like to condense my makeup routine and not bring a lot of things. So I have a couple of items though. One thing that I fell back in love with this month, I'm actually wearing right now, is the Master Palette by Mario by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I forgot how creamy these shadows are. This is probably one of my favorite palettes because of the quality of the eyeshadow. I didn't want to get this for the longest time because it's associated with Miss Kim Kardashian. And I had lunch with a friend the other day and I realized I don't dislike Kim. I dislike some of her business practices and things of that nature. I think she's probably a lovely person. She seems like she's really nice and sweet, but you guys know what I mean. So I didn't want to get this palette for that exact reason, but I forgot how much this palette is so awesome. The mattes are very smooth. The shimmer colors are creamy. I have on Marina, Violetta, and Isabella right now. That will be that, and that. And I love these colors so much. This is the bomb. And the next makeup palette, this is like a summer staple of mine. I love the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Now, I know I've gotten away from Too Faced just because I feel like a lot of their collections are very gimmicky. I mean, this whole collection to me is very gimmicky. It's kind of juvenile, but I love everything peach, and being from Georgia, I was like, I need it. It still smells like a peach, but overall I just really like the colors in here. They're very warm toned. It's perfect for summer. So I found myself reaching for this, and 9 times out of 10, and the other time I was using this palette. So I really love those. As far as lips, one thing that I fell back in love with, my Sephora Cream Lip Stain in number 12 African Violet. I brought this to New York the first time at the beginning of the month, and this color is so awesome. So if you want to see what it looks like, I will link that video down below. I believe it's the second probably, and the third installment of those vlogs. This color is just so pretty. I will swatch it because I have quite a few lip products to show you today. So that is what it looks like. Now on the lips, it looks a little darker, but it's just a very pretty, like, pinky toned violet. Like, I'm not getting an accurate color representation, but like I said, I will link that video, and that color is awesome. The next one is the Makeup Monsters Cosmetics Liquid Lipstick in Deja Brew. I did a whole review of these liquid lipsticks. I will link that down below as well. And I also wore this in the first installment of those New York City vlogs. This color is just everything. It's just a beautiful matte chocolate brown. I think this would look great on anyone. I die for it. I die and go to heaven and come back to earth, and I'm reborn again so that I can wear the rest of these lippies. Then I really fell in love with gloss. I have on a sheer finish lipstick right now, but I will link that down below. But I fell in love with lip gloss, and one that I picked up this month is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss in Dusty Lilac. And shout out to my friend Keisha, because we went to Sephora and we were looking at makeup, and since I have not been in a Sephora in so many months, whenever I go in there, it's like a kid in a candy store and I want to look at everything, even though I really don't want to buy anything. And we went to the lip glosses from Anastasia, and she was saying that she loves this color. It's so cool and fresh and really nice, vibrant pink color. And if you know anything about the ABH lip glosses, they are very pigmented. So I decided to swatch it, and I was really worried because this color can look it can look too striking on, and it can kind of make you look like you have powdered donuts on your lips. But I decided to try it on, and it looks gorgeous. It's right here. It kind of looks like the African Violet now that I look at it in a lip gloss form. You guys, I wanted to wear it today, but I wanted to wear this dress. Don't worry, I'll wear it when I go to New York this weekend. So in the New York City vlogs next month, you'll see this color. Whoo, you guys, it's everything. I love it. And speaking of Anastasia Beverly Hills glosses, I had to fall back in love with my old faithful. This is Kristen. This is a recommendation from another friend, Natalie. That's why I love having friends who are into makeup, because you get some bomb recommendations, things I would never want to try. Well, not that I wouldn't want to try, but I wouldn't think to try. This is Kristen. It's like a mauve nude color. It's probably not coming off really nicely, but this is great if you just want a glossy nude lip. I've topped it over liquid lipsticks. It's just so nice. The formulas are so smooth and creamy and not sticky. I love them. Then the last one is Buxom lip gloss in Celeste, and ooh, it looks like I'm running out. This is what I wear when I'm wearing a matte lipstick or matte liquid lipstick and I want a little bit of shimmer. It's very duochrome, and it's so pretty, but it is sticky and it does tend to tingle because it does plump your lips. But whew, I really loved lips this month. Okay, the next thing I fell in love with was my Becca blush in Snapdragon. I forgot how much I love this blush. I have it on today if you can see it. It's just a very nice muted pinky coral with a hint of shimmer in it, which I think is really nice for the summertime, because then if you really just want to wear this on its own without doing a highlighter, you can do that. I mean, today I did both, but you definitely don't have to. And it just gives you this nice lit from within look. If you want to see what this looks like, I have a picture on my Instagram, which is always posted below. It was when I was in New York, so it will have been the beginning of July, and I had on the African Violet lipstick. Gorgeous, gorgeous combination. Another thing that I am just loving this summer, but especially this July, my Guerlain Terracotta bronzer. I have it on today. The reason why I love it, this is shade number 5 also. It makes me look like I have a tan. So I believe yesterday I was outside, Chloe had a play date, and I think I got a little bit of a tan on my body, at least on this arm, but this just helps my face look like I have a healthy, glowing tan. I love this bronzer so much. It is very expensive, but it's the best, I promise. And this month I actually tried a new method of applying my highlighter, because while I was in New York at the beginning of the month, I realized that when I use my fan brush, sometimes it kind of skips on my skin and it doesn't look smooth and flawless. So I started using a small stippling blush to apply my highlighter, and I love it. I just swirl it in my highlighter. This is the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow that I have on today. I just swirl it on and then swirl it on my cheeks, and it just comes out so flawlessly. So I'm definitely going to switch to using a stippling brush for my highlighter. Now let's go through skincare. These are all going to be things to help smooth my skin and keep me cool and hydrated, because like I said, it's hot as hell, girl. The first thing is this Tree Hut this Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub in Marula and Jasmine. I actually used this today. I don't know what's been going on, but my body has just been in dire need of exfoliation, and this got my elbows nice and smooth. This is like the best body scrub ever. I like it because it's hydrating, yet it's really effective and abrasive, but it's also not too harsh because it is sugar, and it's fairly inexpensive. You can get these from Ulta, I think around like $5, and they have a lot of BOGOs on those as well. Next is going to be, I believe I talked about this in my summer essentials, but it's deodorant. I actually have two. Like I said, it's hot, and the reason why I love this deodorant is because it's a spray. It's an aerosol version, so it just gives you a light finish and a light mist, and it doesn't crumble up when you get sweaty. It's just, I love it. It helps me feel fresh and clean all day, and I will never stray away from this Dove dry spray. Now the next deodorant is like a feminine deodorant, but I use this because I am large, okay? I always tell you guys that I'm not Instagram curvy. I am like curvy like your grandma. And I know that probably sounds so crazy, but I'm really curvy. I have rolls. I'm curvy, okay? I'm not afraid of it. It's true. So I spray this between the rolls on my side to keep myself from getting really hot and sweaty during the summer. I'm sure you can use this as a feminine spray deodorant, but I need it between the folds of my skin on my sides because it just gets too hot, and I don't want my sweat to be dripping off of my rolls. So that's why I use this deodorant. So I mean, you might be able to use the Dove dry spray also. I just figured this might be a little more sensitive because it's for a more sensitive area. So yeah, I've been using it for the folds of my skin, and it just helps keep me dry and fresh because, like I said, girl, it's too hot outside. The next product is my MAC Fix Plus. I like to just do this randomly during the day. It just feels so nice. Like, oh, it's just so hot, girl. I just want to take a shower and Fix Plus sometimes. It also helps to refresh your makeup when it looks a little powdery or anything like that. I love Fix Plus mainly for the way it smells, which leads me into my next mist slash toner, and this is actually a recommendation from my friend Natasha. I think her Instagram is Coffee Coated Curls. She's gorgeous, and she always knows about the good makeup that I never know about, so I love following her for that reason, and she's funny. So she was talking about this Andalou Naturals 1000 Roses Floral Toner. It's basically for sensitive or dry skin, so it's going to be refreshing, delicate. It balances your pH. It has pomegranate in it. Basically, I love the way it smells. Now, I'm gonna do an all about skincare, all about toners, but I really wanna try a couple more, but baby, we're gonna do a mist with this too. Oh, this smells so good. You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember when you were a little girl and you had baby dolls and they had like a rose scent to like their skin or the plastic? This is what it reminds me of. So it's very nostalgic for me because I loved playing with dolls when I was little, but it's also very refreshing. I just got this, and that's how much I've used. I douse myself in this anytime I walk by it. I'm going to get a smaller container and put it in it so I can have it with me on the go because I love it. It just makes me so happy, and it smells so good. I got this from Amazon, so if you have not checked it out, if you're looking for a new toner or if you just want a nice facial spray and you like rose scents, try this out. I believe it's like $10. The hair product that I've been loving this month is the Carol's Daughter Marguerite's Magic. Now this is actually what I have on my hair right now to get my hair smooth. Like I said, it's been very hot, so I've been doing a lot of ponytails and buns, and because it is so many months for me post relaxer and I don't necessarily want to flat iron my hair every day, I've been using this product to kind of act like a grease and a gel. It's kind of like a creamy hairdress that's very, very thick, so it just smooths my hair down and gives me hydration. So I've really been loving this for these sleek styles that I'm doing. Okay, let's get into my miscellaneous. This video is super long, guys. I apologize. So my bag this month, my Louis Vuitton Monogram Toiletry 26. I did a what's in my bag in an unboxing with this little baby. I love it so much. Next month I'm going to do a how I pack for vacation featuring this and something else that I'm getting in a couple of days. I love this. I use it as a clutch, a toiletry bag. You can use it in larger totes. It's just everything. I'm so glad I got it. Definitely a good investment, I think. Okay, now let's get into shoes. My first pair of shoes are these Gucci Espadrilles. Maybe I should hold them the other way. I love Espadrilles so much. These are the Gucci Pilar Espadrilles. They're leather, and inside they have that little espadrille fabric. I got these in a 40.5. I do wear a US size 10. I probably could have gone up to a 41, but I have large feet and I don't like increasing my size just based on that. But I really love these shoes. I've been wearing them all summer, specifically this month when I just want to look casual and don't want to wear slides, because you guys know I love a good slide. But those espadrilles are a good alternative. Also, a lot of people really love these Chanel ones. I kind of like to get things that aren't too popular, so that's really why I love those. Then my favorite heels for the month are these sandals by Express. Now, this is a style that you can get from probably 10 different designers. It's like a caged booty sandal pump. No, like a sandal. You guys, I first wore these last month on my birthday and they were really uncomfortable because I felt like they were so steep. But then when I wore them this month, I realized I didn't have them buckled tight enough, so they were sliding off my feet. So I've fallen in love with these. They're so sexy. I could even wear them with what I have on now. You can wear them with jeans. It's about a 4-inch heel, so I don't know why I thought it was so steep. A 4-inch is about the maximum that I can do, but I just love this style of sandal. I think it's perfect for the summertime when you don't want to do a pump, like a traditional pump. So yeah, love those. And now let's get into some TV shows and music, because I have quite a few things to talk about. But first, I want to talk about my 2 new favorite channels this month. One is Exclusive Edition. I believe I was following her on Instagram for a while now, and I believe she went on a vacation and posted that she did a vlog, and I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't know you have a channel. I love her so much. I feel like if we lived in the same city, we would be friends. She loves to shop. She's funny. She has nice style, and so she mainly does vlogs, but I just love her channel. So head on over to her channel if you have not. I will leave her link down below. And then the second channel is Capricorn 88. This is actually someone who was subscribed to me for a while, and she reached out to me maybe last month or the month before about starting a channel, and she was asking for advice on starting a channel, and then she started one, and I love it. She's so funny and she's into makeup, so her channel is mainly about makeup. She does do vlogs as well, and she's just so funny and she's just relatable. So I love both of those ladies. I will leave their channels down below. Okay, now let's get into TV shows. The first is Wentworth. Now this was actually a recommendation from all of you guys last month, I think, because I was talking about how horrible Orange is the New Black was. Now Wentworth is basically a show all about prison life. I haven't gotten too far into it because people keep telling me about other series, so I catch up on those as well. But I do love Wentworth. It is on Netflix. The second show that I have liked is Degrassi Next Class. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I started watching Degrassi years ago. I loved it. Shout out to everybody who knows Drake from when he was Jimmy in the wheelchair, or even before he was in the wheelchair. Yes, because he wasn't always in a wheelchair. So it's just nice watching Degrassi. Of course, these are kids in high school, but for some reason, I just like the themes in Degrassi. I think it's all things that people either go through in high school or college or what have you, and there's nice lessons from them that we could all take from. So I love Degrassi. Another series that I fell in love with is actually on HBO. It was on demand and it's called Litte Big Lies. It reminds me of Desperate Housewives. It's about someone who is murdered, and throughout the whole series the whole season, you don't really know who's murdered until the last episode. They kind of take you through the series of events that led up to the murder happening, and it just captured my attention. It was funny, it was dramatic, and it was just a good series overall. The next is Power. How can we forget Power? I'm so glad that Power is back on because now I have something to watch on Sunday. Although I don't know how this season is gonna go with Ghost being locked up. He'll probably be locked up until like the second to last or last episode. That might be kind of boring, but I am still liking the season. And then the only fail this month as far as is actually music. Now this CD came out the end of last month, but I just really didn't have time to review it or even listen to it. And it is, my friends, the new TLC self-titled album. I don't know about you guys, but I'm an avid TLC fan. I grew up listening to their music. I've met them all a couple of times just living in the Atlanta area. I lived around the corner from a couple of them. I would run into them at Target and whatnot. And I just really loved their music. But this last album, you guys, I'm sorry to say, but it was a flop to me. There are a couple of songs that I really like, mainly just one, Joyride, but there's nothing on the album that I can look back 10 years from now probably and say, oh, that was such a hit. Like, I haven't even heard any of these songs on the radio. I don't know if they just didn't really promote the album or what. My personal opinion is that since Left Eye has departed, I just think her creative aspect is completely gone, and it leads me to believe that she was the main creative force behind the whole group as far as the look, the sound, just sonically anything. This album just didn't give it to me. It was lacking so much, and we waited so many years for it. I was highly disappointed. So I've been listening to a lot of their old albums because those are the greatest hits to me. Like, nothing on this album is a hit, I don't think, in my opinion. So yeah, those are all my faves for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sure it's long enough. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.